Coming up on Mountain News this morning, a University of Kentucky senior charged in connection to the death of her infant made her first appearance in court. And an argument between a father and son turned deadly in Knox County Sunday night.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News this morning.
Good morning. I'm Amelia Lee here with you on this Wednesday, September 3rd. It's 5:31 this morning and time for a check of our weather with meteorologist Megan Dusmal. It's still chilly, Megan. I am overjoyed by that. I really am.
Yeah. And it's going to just continue being those chilly mornings. We'll see those fall temperatures still in the afternoon. It's going to be a good week. We just have some rain chances in the forecast. So let's start off with what you can expect heading out the door. Mixture of those 50s and 60s, 55 in Hazard, 57 in Boonville. You'll notice those warmer temperatures more towards Monticello and Somerset, 63 degrees this afternoon. We'll see those 80s more towards the west and those low 70s more towards the east. Relatively still a fall-like day ahead, and then you'll notice that rain still hanging on here in the mountains, especially as you zoom in closer to portions of Harlan, Bell, Claiborne, and Lee County. We will watch as that moves more towards the east over the next couple of minutes to an hour. And I have some interesting news to tell you guys. Sunset is now in the 7 o'clock hour. You can expect the sun to set at 7:59 tonight, and temperatures will be the warmest around that 4 o'clock time frame. Amelia.
A University of Kentucky senior charged in connection to the death of her infant made her first appearance in court. And we do want to warn you, some details in this story are disturbing. 21-year-old Lakin Snelling faces charges of concealing the birth of an infant, tampering with physical evidence, and abuse of a corpse. According to her arrest citation, police say the baby was found inside a closet. Maggie Rickerby is following the investigation. She was in the courtroom for yesterday's hearing and has those details.
21-year-old Lakin Snelling pleaded not guilty at her arraignment Tuesday to charges of concealing the birth of an infant, tampering with physical evidence, and abuse of a corpse.
I understand that you've got terms as far as your pretrial release. Just make sure you're abiding by those terms.
Court records show the terms Snelling will have to abide by until her preliminary hearing are she must remain on home incarceration and live with her parents. Snelling was arrested Sunday, but court records show she was released on bond Monday night. Lexington police say they were called to a residence Wednesday for an unresponsive infant. When police arrived, an arrest citation says a baby was found wrapped in a towel in a black trash bag. Snelling is the baby's mother. Lexington police say Snelling admitted to giving birth and concealing the birth by cleaning evidence and hiding everything in a trash bag. At this time, we do not know who initially called police, but what we do know is Snelling is a UK student. A university spokesperson tells us she is a senior and enrolled. She is also a member of the school's stunt team.
While police have not released any information about what they think may have led to the death of this baby, there are resources here in Lexington for parents who may be experiencing a crisis. At Fire Station 2 is the city's only safe haven baby box.
This gives them an anonymous option. There's no criminal prosecution as long as the baby's healthy. They don't reach out unless you want to be reached out to.
Any baby less than 30 days old can be dropped off at any time inside of the store. Once the baby is received, an alarm will alert firefighters and local dispatch. The investigation into Snelling's case remains ongoing. In Lexington, Maggie Rickerby, WKYT.
An argument between a father and son turned deadly in Knox County Sunday night. It happened on Binghamtown Road in the Flatlet community. Police say their preliminary investigation shows that the son, Jonathan Hall, walked to his father's home. While inside, there was an argument that resulted in the father shooting his son.
Sad situation when you have a father-son. The son walks over to this father's residence. While in that residence, we do know that the son began an altercation with his father. Which time the father did fire his weapon, striking his son.
John Hall is currently charged with murder. Police say it's still early in their investigation and all the evidence will be presented to a Knox County grand jury. Well, a southern Kentucky woman has died after a dog attack, and that's according to police. Her husband is now questioning if something else happened to his wife. It happened Friday in Knox County. The sheriff's office says 44-year-old Priscilla Jones was taken to a hospital in Barberville where she died. A neighbor noticed a woman being attacked by several dogs, but he was able to run the dogs off. Now the question is, where are those dogs and who owns them?
All I know is when I found her body, me and the two kids, when we found her, she was totally naked. We still can't find none of her clothes.
Well, right now it's a death investigation. We're looking at all aspects.
Now, police say her clothes were shredded but nearby. Smith says regardless of how she died, he's lost without her. The two just celebrated their 25th anniversary together. We've also been told Kentucky State Police is investigating another dog attack that happened in this very same area of Knox County. Prosecutors are requesting a change of venue in the case against former Letcher County Sheriff Sean Mickey Steins. Court documents say prosecutors want the case moved away from Letcher County and those surrounding counties. They're claiming local and national media attention of the case and the interest of the Eastern Kentucky community would likely prevent a fair trial for either party. Steins is charged with shooting and killing District Judge Kevin Mullins 1 year ago this month. Yesterday was the last day for the defense and prosecution to submit any supplemental items to the motions. The next court date and possibly the trial date will be set after that. Yesterday in London, the City Council held its monthly meeting. This comes ahead of a public hearing on Friday where council members look to impeach Mayor Randall Weddle. Ahead of the hearing, a council seat needed to be filled following the resignation of a council member last week. Madison Carmouche was there and breaks down the meeting and what's next.
I make a motion to adjourn, please.
Councilmember Judd Weaver made a motion to adjourn the September London City Council meeting after nominating and appointing Donna Gail Wilson House to replace Councilmember Stacy Binge, who resigned at an August 29th special called meeting. Mayor Randall Weddle pushed back, saying he faces a hostile council.
You have blatantly stacked the council for the removal of the mayor. So I want this on the record tonight that you're appointing people that for years have been on Facebook blasting me. Nothing to do with your charges.
Weaver, who lost to Weddle in the last mayor's race and was later appointed to council, started the meeting by motioning for the council to exclude a portion of the August 29th special called meeting minutes because of objections made by Weddle's attorney during the meeting. The council's attorney, Conrad Cessna, says this is connected to the upcoming public hearing.
Because they're not in the position to recognize an objection, rule on an objection, or give any type of decision on an objection. If that is accepted by them in this minutes, that could be an issue that could be raised at a later date.
The motion to exclude Mayor Weddle's attorney from the minutes was seconded by Councilmember Anthony Ortega, and the motion was unanimously passed.
If these items are taken out and there's recordings all over the place of what occurred, how will that reflect on the council?
Weaver also wanted to amend the agenda for Tuesday's meeting to include public comment, but only for people who could provide proof of residency. Weddle pushed back.
The city attorney has made it clear. Your attorney just advised that your motion cannot trump state law. So if state law requires that anybody can speak, then allow everybody to speak that may want to speak.
This was denied and there was no public comment on the agenda. But after the meeting adjourned and the council left, the mayor and city attorney stayed to listen to public comments, hearing from community members who do not agree with the mayor's impeachment. In London, Madison Carmouche, WKYT.
Now the council will have an impeachment hearing on Friday, that's September 5th, in an attempt to remove Mayor Weddle from office. Well, firefighters are warning people to stay cautious outdoors, even with some rain finally moving in after weeks of dry conditions. Crews with the Berea Fire Department and Red Lick Volunteer Fire Department responded to a brush fire at the Pinnacles Monday evening. They say dry vegetation helped fuel the flames, though they contained the fire to less than 1 acre.
Crews go out, locate the fire. We're able to extinguish it before it got too big, but it did burn a little less than 1 acre.
Other fire officials say they're averaging 1 or 2 brush fires a day and are urging people to take precautions if burning outside. The fall forest fire season in Kentucky doesn't start until October 1st. Well, Baptist health doctors are reminding us that flu season is just around the corner. Flu shots are now available throughout community pharmacies in the area. While the flu shot may not prevent you from getting the flu, it lessens the symptoms and it shortens how long the virus lasts. It's not only beneficial for you, but also those who have a compromised immune system and others around you.
The best time to get the influenza vaccine is before flu season, because then your body's immune system has enough time to build up antibodies so that if you're exposed to the flu, you have less likelihood to get it. And if you do get it, your symptoms are less.
He also says to talk to your doctor before getting the vaccine to see if it's right for you. The Kentucky Blood Center is hosting a blood drive at the Perry County Public Library on Friday. Eric Lindsay with the Kentucky Blood Center says 1 in 4 people will need a blood transfusion in their lifetime. He says this makes blood donations crucial to help save lives. Anybody from the area is invited to come out and donate blood, and if you do donate, you'll receive a Stay Wild t-shirt. The drive at the library is happening from 1:30 until 6:30.
As we start to head towards fall, you know, we need to boost the blood supply. We need to put more blood back on the shelves and get us back in better standing for the rest of the calendar year.
Other upcoming blood drives in the area will be in Neon on Saturday from 11 to 3 and in Whitesburg on Wednesday. We'll have a full list of dates and times on our website, WYMT.com. Somerset Mayor and former candidate for Governor Alan Keck says he will not seek a third term in office. He made the announcement during his 7th State of the City address at the Somerset-Pulaski County Chamber of Commerce luncheon. In a statement, Keck said in part, quote, "Serving as the mayor of my hometown has been an unbelievable honor, privilege, and joy. From revitalizing downtown and attracting new investment to watching this community come together in moments of celebration and resilience, these last 6+ years have been the most rewarding of my life." His current term ends in December 2026. It's 5:43. After nearly 4 decades at the helm, Anna Wintour has officially named her successor. That and more in today's IN Entertainment.
And we have a cold front dramatically dropping temperatures this weekend.